Hey everybody, welcome back to the 80s Slashers YouTube channel. Uh, in this video, this is obviously a little weird for this channel, but I thought I would just hop on here. I just got back from 2 weeks of vacation, and when I go on vacation, one of the things I look to do is go shopping for physical media. I look for movies, TV shows, video games, and of course 80s slashers. I thought just, I'm trying to get back in the swing of things from getting back from vacation. So I thought I'd just make a fun little video of just some latest vacation pickups. And I got two things that are 80s slashers related. I'll save those to the end. I'm really excited for those. But before that, I thought I would just show you some stuff. Why not? Just, I have it. It's new to me. I'm excited to talk about it. So yeah, I got a TV show here, obviously. I got some movies and I got some video games. I'll show it all before we get into the 80s slashers pickups I have. So yeah, first you see here Faulty Towers. This is a British BBC comedy TV series. I believe it ran for 2 seasons, 1975 and then again in 1979, starring John Cleese from the Monty Python crew. I've never seen this. I found this at a thrift store for $2, and I think this is kind of hard to find now. So I was pretty excited to find this here. Yeah, there's a receipt. I'll put that aside for now. Yeah, it's just like a 3-disc set here. Yeah, I was with my brother, and he saw this. He saw it at the thrift store, and he has it, and he said, "Oh, grab that for $2." And yeah, I'm excited to watch this. I think it's pretty cultish. So yeah, I like the Monty Python stuff a lot. So I'm interested to check this out. So yeah, Faulty Towers, kind of a cool pickup. Next up, we have Menace to Society. Like I said, I went on vacation just to hang with family on the east coast of Canada. That's where I'm originally from. So I just went back east. New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island is where I went. And every time I go back, me and my brother, we have doubles and things we bought over the year at thrift stores that we don't want. So we trade. We do trading. And he bought this on Criterion Blu-ray. He's a physical media collector as well. And yeah, he got Menace to Society on the Criterion Blu-ray. He's a Criterion collector. And so he basically just gave this to me. We had a trade. I'll get into that later. It's for one of my 80s slashers related pickups. But this is kind of like a throw-in. He's like, you know what, might as well take it. I don't need it. It's a duplicate for me. So I haven't seen this since it was on VHS days. Um, Lorenz Tate, Jada Pinkett, before she was Jada Pinkett Smith. Yeah, kind of like a Boys in the Hood type thing. So I'm excited for this. Yeah, I haven't watched this since like the 90s. So yeah, looking forward to it. So anyway, kind of a random but kind of a cool pickup. All right, this I went to a bookstore, a used bookstore, and I was looking for video games and this sort of stuff. And they had a little manga section of like it's the bookstore. They had a couple manga books, the ones that you read from right to left, kind of weird. Anyway, and they had a couple DVDs, anime, and a couple of them were, they were always like volume 2, volume 4. So I didn't pick those up. But I saw this. It's like a little mini series. It's called Yamadas First Time Bigata HK. I'm not a big anime person. I looked this up, and this is kind of like it's like kind of like the risque. It's like her first time. It's kind of weird, I think. I think she's like a 15-year-old girl, but she's trying to have her first time, So it's kind of cringy like that. But anyway, I thought it was $9, but it wasn't. They charged me $1, which is crazy. And this is a Blu-ray, 4-disc Blu-ray set for $1. So yeah, I'm actually looking really forward to kind of checking this out because I like kind of the zany anime stuff. Like I said, I don't watch a lot of it, but yeah, kind of interesting. Anyway, I think it's like 12 episodes or something. So yeah, we'll check that out. And the last two movies here we have Brick. Same bookstore that I got the anime at. And again, $1. This is Ryan Johnson's first film. And I remember watching this when it first came out. I think I rented it on DVD when it first came out. I don't know what year this is. It's let's see if I can find a year. 2006. And yeah, this was great, man. Ryan Johnson, he made this, and I absolutely loved it. Then he made I think he did The Brothers Bloom, which was really good. Then he did the time travel. Was it Looper? No, Looper. Am I getting that confused with something else? The time travel with Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Bruce Willis, and that was really good too. And then recently he did Knives Out, which is really good. He's a really good director. Unfortunately, in there he did Star Wars: The Last Jedi. That's a whole thing. I wasn't a fan of that one. I love Star Wars. Anyway, we won't get into that. That's a whole other thing. But yeah, Brick, kind of a rare title I found. For $1, it's not in great shape. I think it's like a poster rental or something. Anyway, I thought it was a cool find. Definitely can't wait to check this out again. And the last one here I have is Killing Zoe, from the creators of Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction. So, Eric Stoltz, Julie Delpy, I don't know. I don't know if I've seen this. I feel like I probably did back in the day. This is a 90s film. It was $2 at the same thrift store that I got Faulty Towers. I picked this up. What's the year on this? 90... No, it says 95. That's talking about Pulp Fiction. 94. Yeah. 1994. Written and directed... Oh, yeah, sorry. 94. Written and directed by Roger Avery. Executive produced by Quentin Tarantino and Lawrence Bender. So, I feel like I have seen this, but I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I don't remember anything if I did see it back. If I did, it was probably back in 94, 95. And, yeah, this is just one of those 90s crime, Tarantino-esque type of films that, I don't know. I'm, I'm really looking forward to it. Again, it's one of these titles. This is the stuff that I always look for on DVD. It's just, is there a Blu-ray? I don't know. I haven't looked it up. But I probably wouldn't drop $30 to $40 to buy a Blu-ray of this. But I'll pick it up for $2 on DVD every day of the week. And, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So that's my last movie pickup, with the exception of my two 80s slashers that I'll get to in a sec. But for the fun of it, I'll show off some video games I got as well. Now, I talked about it briefly on the channel. I think there was one pickup video. A few months back, I bought a PS5, and I've always played PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and then I had kids. I have twin girls, and they're almost 6 now, and that was about the time when the PS4 came out. So I completely skipped the PS4. I was busy, and it's about the same time, a couple years after I started this channel. I've been, watching a lot of 80 slashers. I was out of video games. Anyway, now that my kids, I have more time in the evenings to do stuff. The kids are, like I said, they're almost 6. They're going in grade 1 and all that stuff. Anyway, and so I found a PS5. I got a PS5, and once I knew that you can play PS4 and PS5, I'm like, perfect. I can go back, and all the PS4 games are like, well, let me just grab the first one here. All the PS4 games, they're new to me. Some people who have been doing this since 2015, 14, 15, when this came out, they're like, oh, these are all games, but they're upgraded graphics. Everything's good to me. So PS4 I'm loving it right now. I am playing some PS5 as well, but they're pretty pricey. I'm getting these for $5 to $10. So I'm just eating it up, and I'm going through the whole PS4 library. So that was one of my main things going on vacation, is to look for pawn shops and thrift stores for cheap PS4 games. And I found 5. So Alien Isolation, the Nostromo edition. Again, it's an alien game. Apparently, it's really spooky, very atmospheric. I haven't played any of these yet, so. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. This was the most expensive. I paid $20 for this. It's I think it goes for about 30, so I thought it was still a good deal. I don't know. So pretty cool. Looking forward to playing that. Then we have Wolfenstein: The New Order. This is like a first-person shooter, but I'm a history guy, and this is kind of like a take on like alternate history. World War II, the Nazis actually won World War II, and this is after that, so it's like the New Order. But it's also like some sci-fi stuff, like so they created all these crazy weapons. So it's like it's a World War II type shooter, but the Nazis are in charge. It just there's a whole new series of these Wolfenstein games, so I'm really looking forward to this. Looks really good. Next one here we have, oh wow, you can really see that. Middle Earth, Shadow of Mordor. This is kind of like a, Lord of the Rings world type game. Apparently it's really good. It's like a hack and slash, almost like if you're familiar with like the Batman Arkham Asylum, I think some of the fighting mechanics are similar to that. But there's some other stuff, I don't know, like the Dark Souls type thing going on a little bit maybe. Yeah, I love swords. Lord of the Rings, it's okay. It's not one of my biggest, franchises that I'm a fan of, but I've seen the films and I enjoy them. I've read some of the books. I don't know. I heard this game's fun. So this was like $5, so I'm like, oh, I'll get that for sure. This one here, Infamous Second Son. This is just the third, I think, game in the Infamous series. Infamous 1, Infamous 2, and this is the one on PS4. Apparently it takes place in Seattle. The world of Seattle is pretty cool. It's like a superhero kind of thing. You get all these superpowers, and you can decide to be good or you can decide to be bad. It's like a decision-based, different trees for each way you go, good or bad. So, I'll probably play as a good guy. I usually always do. But then you can play it again and be a bad guy. So that's kind of cool. So anyway, I heard this is a fun game. So again, it was like $8 or $10. So pretty cool. And the last PS4 game I got is Far Cry 5, another first-person shooter. I heard this one's really fun. I heard it's based on like a cult leader, and I don't know if this is like a whole like Trumpy thing or I don't know, who knows, but it's guy takes over a little small town in Montana, and it's like a religious thing, and all his followers are there, and everyone goes crazy, they overtake the town, and I guess my character, as you play, gets sent in to fight these crazy cult members, and I like that. That's a cool. Those are cool movies. That's a cool plot. So we'll see. I hear this is pretty fun. So yeah. Alright, so we got some TV shows, some movies, some video games. Now, like I said, I only got two 80s slasher related items. I got, well, let's just get the first one. First one I found at a thrift store, which I couldn't believe it. I'll just show it to you right now. So yeah, this is VHS. This is a Blood Song, 1982, I believe. And as you can see, it stars Frankie Avalon. I was ecstatic to see this. I was in Canada, a thrift store, a big chain thrift store is Value Village. In the States, I believe it's Savers, same company. But in Canada, it's called Value Village. And, in my city, I have, 5 or 6, and they're all over the city. But I was in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island, and I went there and I was looking at their video games, their DVDs, Blu-rays, all that stuff, and they had nothing. And I always browse the VHS, of course, and I was just looking and I saw on the spine and I just saw Blood Song, and it didn't click with me right away. I'm like, oh, that's blood is in the title. Let me check this out. And then I pulled it off the shelf and looked, and then it hit me that, holy crap, this is an 80s slasher. This is a film that I consider as an 80s slasher. I don't even think it's definitely not on Blu-ray. I don't even think it has a DVD. I think I could be wrong about that, but I think the only way is to watch on VHS, and I saw it sitting on there. I think it was $1.99, their VHS tapes, and it looks brand new. It's one of those ones with it's like the tape doesn't want to come out. It's like tight. It's so brand new. Um, it's barely any tape. Look at that. It's like super thin, so it's probably gonna look terrible. Um, but yeah, this is I was ecstatic. I did not expect to find an 80s slasher on VHS. I guess even had to get back in at a thrift store in Prince Edward Island. Yeah, and this is like a repress, like it's like video Video Gold. It's like one of these cheap labels. It's like, I don't even know who, Ivor Film Services. What's funny is, look at this. Let me get that. Certificate X. It's they have it rated X. I looked it up. There's, barely any nudity. I think there's a little bit of nudity. There's, apparently some of the kills and the blood are decent. But yeah, it got an X rating, which is hilarious. But yeah, this is a weird one. It's like I said, Frankie Avalon. If you don't know Frankie Avalon, he was like in the 50s and 60s, kind of like I don't know if you want to call him like a teen idol. I think he was a little older, like 20s. But him and there was a girl. What's her name? Annette Fuccinelli, or I can't even pronounce it. But Frankie and Annette, and they did all those beach bash movies, like Frankie and Annette at the beach, or bonfire at the beach, that kind of thing. And they would go on the beach and they would do like the what's that? Like the surf pop music, and they would dance and they would shake and they would sing. So he was kind of like a 50s and 60s, um yeah, like a teen idol. Like little young girls and stuff would look up to him and love to go to his movies at the drive-in theater and stuff like that. So in 82 to do something like this, it was kind of like I don't know, it's kind of a stepping out of his comfort zone, I guess. And anyway, so it's kind of a big deal, I think. But apparently this movie's okay. It's nothing great, but I'm looking forward to watching it. Apparently the killer escapes from prison or something like that, and he has like a flute or something, and he plays music and attracts people and kills. I don't know. It's something about music, like hi, let me see. Donna Wilkes is in it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a lot about it. I just know that it's a yeah, it's an early 80s slasher. 82. I'm pretty sure it's 82. I should have looked this up more, but I'm pretty sure it is 1982. So yeah, $1.99. Added that to my 80s slasher collection. Super pumped, super excited. Really cool. Now the next and last thing here is well, let me just get it. This next one is from 1984, and it is Satan's Blade on Blu-ray. So the story with this is, as I mentioned earlier, my brother and I, we always like to trade and stuff. So I had a bunch of stuff. I had a few doubles, nothing elaborate, just like a couple doubles that I didn't need. I didn't even care I wanted. And over the year, at thrift stores, I've been finding some old like kung fu movies on DVD, like ones from like the 70s and maybe the early 80s, just random titles I've never heard of. But I picked them up because they look kind of rare. They're just kind of like, it's not your everyday stuff you find. But I'm not really a big kung fu guy. I like the Bruce Lee stuff, and I like some Jackie Chan stuff, but it's not my big subgenre. My brother loves it. He, that Shaw Scope box set, he bought that, and Volume 2's coming out. He's gonna buy that. So I bought, like, I had like 4 or 5 of them. Just like I paid like $2 or $3 for them. And I reviewed his collection, and the only thing I really wanted was this. And it's not, he didn't have it as a double. He watched it, he liked it, but I was bugging him, like, listen, that's an 80s slasher that I want. And it took all week, and at the end of the week, he finally caved, and he's like, fine, just give me all that stuff. And so I traded all my stuff for this. So, um, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I get ripped off. I don't care. In value, he probably made out better. I believe this is out of print, kind of rare. So maybe it is a $50, $60 Blu-ray. I don't really care about that, to be honest. I just wanted to own it, to have it in my collection, and to watch it. I've never seen this film. But yeah, this is cool. This is slasher video. The only other, it's like Olive, I think. Is it Olive? Maybe they're like the parent company. Let me see it on here. Looks like the Olive label. Anyway, slasher video. The only other 80s slasher that I have from this label is Killer Workout. So that's cool. They're paired nicely together. But yeah, this is 1984. I believe it was made or filmed in 1980, but sat there for 4 years and got released in 1984. Yeah. So I don't know. People like this film. Like I said, my brother watched. He liked it. He didn't want to give it up, but yeah. So I'm definitely going to be watching this one soon. This is one I've been having my eye on for a while. and I just yeah, I couldn't get it. It was out of print. There is another version of this. Um, I'll put it up here. I believe it's from Arrow Video. I don't know if it's region free or not. It's really cool. I like the cover art, the Arrow Video. But that got put out more recent than this version. And so yeah, I could have found that, but again, I don't know if it's I don't know if it would have played in my Region A player or not. So this is definitely a good choice for me. So yeah, that's it. That's my little haul. Like I said, I'm really excited for this and for this. Um, yeah, I have a few VHS now that I haven't watched. 80 Slash Riot Blood Song. I have what else do I have? Ghost Song. I think it's Blood Song, Ghost Song, Return to Horror High, and Slash Dance. Yeah, so I have those four on VHS. So maybe I'll put up a poll, and I just kind of feel like reviewing a 80s slasher on VHS. So maybe I'll put those four up, and whatever everyone says, the majority to see a review. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe not next. I might want to review this next. I have a bunch coming up, so but we'll see. So you can look forward to that. So if you see the poll, take your vote, and yeah, we'll see which VHS I'll review next. All right, that's it, everybody. I guess. So sorry about the DVDs, the TV show, the video games. I know I seldom ever do that on this channel, but I'm back from vacation. I'm feeling lazy. I didn't want to do a whole video. So we got a little 80s slasher content. So if you didn't like, hopefully you skipped forward and just watched this stuff if you're only interested in this. But yeah, I don't know. So that's it. So until next time. All right. See ya.